100, this shit crazy.
Nah, for shit show, man. We back. It's another full blown trapping TV, man. It's the one and only Mr. 365, man. And I got another special guest in the building with me today, bruh. Man, introduce to the people who I got in the building with me, man.
Man, it's your boy Banks, man. Whole lot of CSH shit going on in this motherfucker, man. Hood King Entertainment, I see you, my baby.
Nah, for sure, for sure. So we've been politicking and everything, man, just getting everything out there. And I love your movement and I love what you standing for and what you pushing for. Man, just let the people know right now, say just a little bit about yourself, where you come from in Columbus, man, and what your movement is about.
Yeah, man. So look, from the north side of Columbus, Ohio, man, I've been doing this shit since I can't even remember, honestly. But shit, it's always been like a passion to me to just do this music, man, to be able to do what I love. Not even just the music, it's more so like the entertainment wise, the getting out, mingling with the people, the talking to people, the getting to know people, the learning things different days, Everything I learn something every day. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if it's an older person or a younger person, you always learn something. So I just take that and run with it. Always grew up around older people, tried to soak up their sauce, learn from their differences, the things that got them caught up and the things that made their situation tough. I kind of learned from that and learn how to strategically go around those situations. So, like I say, man, we just here, man. We trying to learn, we trying to grow, and we just trying to take care of these babies, man. Build some generational wealth. You hear me?
Nah, for sure. I
So,
definitely understand that.
yeah.
So yeah, we was talking earlier, man. Tell me about how important it is. Like you've been investing more into your brand, into building your career, man. Tell me how important that is to you right now.
Man, it's super important, man. For a long time, I ain't really take that in consideration about as far as like if I wanted to go independent or if I wanted to run with a major label or whatever the case may be. But like over the years of learning and just sitting in the background and watching other people and things like that, I just felt like independent was best for me because I'm the type of person I got to drive and I always have a vision for what I'm doing. So it's like whenever I do something or I put a video out or I put a post out, it's thought about, it's processed, it's strategically put out. I don't just do things off of emotion. I don't just do things on a limb. You know what I mean? Uh, but you always got to invest in yourself because, like I say, if you don't invest in yourself, then who will? You know, if
Yeah.
you not going to invest in yourself, how you going to show someone else? Okay, this is my movement. This is what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? It's just like building a business. You got to have a business plan, and if you ain't got that, then I mean, it's like just getting and hopping in the car, just literally just driving around. You ain't got no plan. Where you going? You know what I'm saying? So you just driving around. You know.
Yeah, nah, facts,
So I
facts.
got tired of doing the same thing, man. To continue to do the same thing and expect different results, man, that's insanity. So
Yeah,
I
nah,
just
that's
I just
facts.
been around a lot of knowledge, man. Just trying to soak up the energy, man. And I feel like now is the time, for real, to just pop out. I mean, we here in Ohio, man. We gotta really put on for the state, man, for the city. And man, it's a lot of great artists here, man. I'm just trying to do what I can to contribute to the artists and contribute to the culture.
Yeah, it's a
So,
lot of dope artists in Ohio, and I speak about that all the time. And that's why our
hmm
platform, we like to bring y'all on here, get the people more familiar to y'all and y'all's brands. Um, so right now, what's
yeah.
your what's your what's your expectations right now for Ohio? Because I see a lot of Ohio moving in the right direction. So what's your expectations right now for Ohio?
Man, right now, honestly, man, like I see a lot for us in the future. Like I say, I'm a real vivid person, so like when I see things, I can see things happening and I can see things changing. You know what I mean? It's more to me, it's more like life just gets slowed down to the point where I'm able to process it and I'm able to see exactly where things are going. Man, I just feel like Ohio is a big music state, man, and it just took a long time for people to shed the light on us because uh, we the middle of the map. You know what I mean? It's like throwing a needle. You know what I mean? It's hard to find us. You know what I'm saying? So it just take that one voice or that one person or that one. platform or whatever the case may be to elevate us, man. We as Ohio, that's one thing I will say. We got to learn how to stick together, man. Help each other. You know what I mean? We can't get nowhere from trying to be better than the next man. You know, like we got to learn how to help each other and learn how to work together. I mean, because at the end of the day, it's for Ohio, man. We got to look at the bigger picture. You know,
Nah,
so
facts. You was spitting a lot of bars right there.
yeah, for real.
Yeah, nah, we appreciate that. So yeah, that's what we be talking about, man. Just trying to get Ohio to come together, you know what I'm saying, and put the artist, you know, in the right light and present the state in the right light. You know what I'm saying? Put the right movement behind the right artist and you know what I'm saying, start putting them, you know, right situations together. So right now, man, who in Ohio that you've seen that's came before you that you kind of like, oh yeah, I like how they doing it, or who would you like to network with in the future as you know as you keep going?
Man, honestly, like I say, man, I'm for the city. And I'm the type of person, man, I'm open for anything. Like I don't really got no problems with nobody or like nothing like that, you know. I'm a neutral type of person, so I could really go anywhere and work with anybody and things like that. But man, it's a couple of guys, man. Shout out that guy EKT40, man. Shout out my guy EBN Sos, man. Them boys really doing it, man. Shout out my boy Loke, man. He really doing this thing too. Like I say, it's a lot of artists in the city that's really going hard right now. And I really feel like we just got to work together and be able to build something bigger so that, man, Ohio, we just need to make Ohio into a brand, man, and just stamp it and just put it out there. So Ohio could live forever. You hear me?
No, facts.
So,
So what's the passion behind your music?
man, the passion, man, it started way back, man. Like, and I can remember specifically because it started young. Like I say, I started having kids young, 16 years old. I ain't really know where I wanted to go with life and stuff like that, but I did know like I always had a passion for music and for the entertainment. Uh, Started out with a local record label called Marco Records. Did a little thing for a while and stuff like that. Had my first son at 16, man. We ended up birthing him and he was just too young, man. Just couldn't make it. So he ended up passing away. And couple years after that, we ended up having a 2 year old that passed away from leukemia, man. So I just been through a lot of hurt, like I say, when it comes to life and when it comes to just my trials and tribulations. I always felt like, I don't know, for some reason, you know, they say don't ask God questions and stuff like that. And for a while I did, you know, always wondering why certain stuff happened to me and why I'm going through this and why, you know, these people are out of my life and why these people are not. You know what I mean? It's just he take you through things for certain reasons, and some people are there for a season. So it's like we just gotta learn, and we gotta try to nurture the people that really care for us and love us, and we gotta be able to learn how to pick out certain things and weed out certain situations. And I feel like that's one of the things that we gotta look at as an artist. Like, and if you spiritual like me, like I grew up in a spiritual home, like Mom Dukes always kept me in the church. I resented her for a while, but I see why she did it because I went through a lot. But but I feel like if you don't have that the strength to be able to, you know, ask God or a higher power for your, you know, for your direction, you know, asking for, you know, understanding. You know what I mean? Just learn how to maneuver in life, learn how to build yourself as a person. Cause I feel like as you know, if you can't build yourself as a person, man, you can't really do nothing else in this world. And I feel like it took me a long time, like I say, 16 years old, man, going through all of that on my own from the jump. Me and my baby mom, my first baby mom. So it's like, man, we've been through a lot. You feel me? So I feel like everything was for a reason, though. It just made me who I am today, made me be able to stand here today and be able to talk about this on camera, man, because for a long time I couldn't. You know what I mean?
No, that's
Couldn't.
big.
Yeah, so,
No, we respect that, bro, and that's why I always ask, man. That
yeah.
means you got a story behind your music, your movement. It's a passion behind it. Um, so to even balance off that, um, how do you look as far as in the next few months? What's your goals as far as pushing it to the next level?
Man, honestly, right now, like I say, I'm the type of person. I Man, I just think I'm thankful that I'm able to see another day, man. Like, to even be here on this platform talking to you and talking to the people, man, it's a passion for me. So man, from the bottom of my heart, bro, I appreciate it. You hear me? Like,
Oh, facts.
and and for this to be in the city, man, I'm forever rocking with this, man. It's always gonna be support my way, man, no matter what. And man, I just see this shooting up to the top for real, man. We got to do it for the city, and it got to start somewhere. Like I say, we had a lot of artists before myself and stuff like that, but it just take one of us or a group of us to start the movement. And once we do that, man, it's up from there. You know what I mean? We can't do nothing but go up. Cause once you at the bottom already, like I am, man, like I've been, mentally, you can't do nothing else but go to the top. You know what I mean? So, man, I see my career going to the top from here, man. It's just about staying consistent, keeping the right path, and just being tunnel vision, man. Knowing my right from wrongs, and knowing not to go back to the same things that made me detour in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
for sure, for sure.
yeah.
So talk to me about the skits you be doing, man, because that plays a lot in what I tell artists. You got to have a personality too, and show people that you can, be open to different things and let them into your world. So just tell me about, some of your skits you be doing.
So yeah, man. So it's funny you asked about that, man, because I didn't even see myself going in that direction, honestly. As far as like skits and stuff like that, man, I didn't even know how to really work a video camera or how to really record or like break stuff up, clips and stuff like that. But man, one day just thinking, I'm just like, man, how can I take my career to the next level without having to depend on certain people or have to depend on that one individual to be able to do these things? Because, as everyone knows who's an artist, man, without a visual, it's really hard to get your point across and really hard to do, advertisement or if you want people to hear your music or whatever the case may be. I feel like you always need a visual. It just gives people um, a picture and it gives people something to go on. So when it comes to these skits, man, it was really just a thing where it's called Somewhere in Ohio, by the way. It's only 2 episodes out right now, but I'm still working on them or whatever. But it's basically just me playing my uncle and stuff like that. I did a skit about that. Just showing real life stuff, man. Just talking about real life scenarios. uh, a lot of people can relate to it. A lot of people, just the culture alone, and the things that we talk about, and the things that we put on the big screen as Black people, and just as a culture. I feel like it's a lot of greatness that can come behind that, man. If we just keep on pushing it. Right now, I'm trying to really put together a team. Um, just actually build this stuff in the art form the way that I see it. That I vision everything. So that was just the start of everything, man. It's pretty much like I say, it's called Somewhere in Ohio, and it's just little skits. We're gonna keep building onto it, man. Who knows? It might become a web series. So
No, that's dope. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And like I said, man, it's dope when an artist can, show their range, show what they can get into their bag, because it always, leads to other opportunities sometimes in the future, and it just builds that portfolio and that resume. So man, talk to me about the music, man, some more, man. What's the singles you got out right now that you pushing?
man. So I just dropped pretty much a double disc or whatever people like to call it. It's 9 songs on each or whatever, but it's put out by Hood King Entertainment. My boy Dre, King Dre, he the one that put everything together and stuff like that, as far as LLC and the company and getting everything moving and all that stuff. So it's been a whole movement behind the scenes, man. We've really been out here doing some leg work. Uh, so I just put out 2 albums, Cash and Success Heals Volume One and Cash and Success Heals Volume Two. It's available on all streaming platforms. The singles that we working with right now are We have one, which is the first one was mental state. Um, and that's just it's more of a life thing. So you just got to listen to the song to really get insight on what I'm talking about and how I'm feeling at the time. So like all of my music, it's really about how I'm feeling and what I'm thinking at the time. So we got the mental state, and then we got the bells, which I just dropped that one banging. That one actually I produced, made the beat, wrote, recorded all that stuff myself. Then I got Highway that's about to drop. That's not even on the album yet, so that's about to be available. But like I say, man, just go back and tap in, man. Check out the Cash and Success Heals, Volume 1 and Volume 2, CS Banks. So,
All right, yeah. So talk to me more about Bells though. You said you produced that one too.
yep. So, a lot of the projects lately that I've been doing, I don't know what to call it, man, because it's like crazy to me how my mental's just been shifting as far as like my creativity. Because like before, I would wait on people to like record beats around my voice or like put stuff together. I've always been a person that like kind of think before I do. So like with that bells, it started out as just a couple of little things that I just put together and stuff like that, man. Try to get it rolling. And as I just kept vibing to the beat, you know what I mean? You know how we are as artists, man. We get stuff in our head and it gotta come out, you know. So as I was making the beat, man, I just kept writing to it, and it became what it became, man. So yeah, man, bells, man, it's hitting too. It's
Yeah,
hitting.
I rock with that. I rock with that. So man, you know this. Like I said, this Ohio wave is pushing right now. Is building. Is getting bigger. We love it. We love the artists, man. We keep telling everybody around the world, you know, about the talent we got out here, and it's just time to show and prove. So that's why we just trying to do our part on our platform, you know, to keep putting y'all in the forefront, keep putting y'all in front of the people that you know that we can put you in front of, you know, just keep pushing y'all's movement and show the business like mind state. You know, talk to them more about that too, like how important it is to view this as a business and not just as a rap artist.
Man, we gotta start looking at stuff in the bigger picture as an artist, man. Cause like you hear about it every day. I mean, there's labels out here, man. They making billions off our music, man, off of our culture, off of something that we created, man. Something that we literally went in the studio and spent time, you know, putting our heart and our everything into these lyrics, man. And me, I just looked at stuff at the bigger picture, man. I started to sit back and just think about it like, okay, these labels they offering billions and stuff like that. People making millions off of streams. Okay, you know, why can't we do that at home? I mean, we got to start somewhere. And I feel like if we don't have a start, then how can we end? You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to end the right way, man. I'm trying to, you know, build some generational wealth, man. I'm trying to put each of my people in position to be able to have some passive income, you know, to be able to have financial stability, not have to worry about the financial part of things. Because a lot of what we go through in life, man, it's a lot to do with financial, man. And if we ain't got no check, we can't go nowhere. You know what I mean? So we just got to continue to do what we do as a people, man. We got to stick together. We got to learn to help each other, man, and we got to learn how to invest in ourselves, man. Because I've never really been a school person, but I did take a couple things from it. Like I say, uh, one being, man, they never wanted us to be business owners from the start. You know what I mean? So we just got to learn, you know, as a people that, you know, we got to learn how to strategically move and how to put our people in position, man, and just be real about everything, man. Stop always thinking about me, because it's a bigger picture, man. It's not always just about that one person. Because behind the scenes, I know for me, I know I got people behind me, man. That's been, man. I don't even know what to call it, man. They just been there through the whole time. They've been holding me down. They've been looking out. Uh, man, it's just a lot comes with it, man. You gotta have your mental before anything. Because if I didn't have this mental, then I wouldn't be here talking to y'all today. So I had to really take time, step back, and do some working on myself before I can even try to reach out to y'all. and try to reach out to the world and let y'all know, what's going on in Ohio. You hear me, from my standpoint.
So, how important do you think it is for the artists to connect with the media outlets around Ohio, like the Us Ohio studios, the 411 Uncuts, the Auntie's House, the This Only Happens in Ohio, the Ohio Chips? How important do you think that is for the artists?
Man, like I say, man, it's real important because it's never one of those things when it comes to entertainment. I don't feel like no one person could do it by themselves. I mean, let's just be real about it. Anybody who say they did it all by themselves, man, no cap, they lying. It gotta be somebody behind you. It gotta be that strong person behind you, holding you down in the background to make sure that everything moves in a position that you see it visually. You know what I mean? So it's just about surrounding yourself around the people that you want to surround yourself in, that you see that's being real with you. I ain't talking about no yes man or none of that. Cause I got people around me that's gonna tell me, look, Banks, hey, that ain't real. Or look, Banks, chill out. You hear me? And it's always good to have that, man. You're gonna fight with your people. But as long as y'all work through everything and you move together, like I say, put people in position. The Auntie's House, they put people in position from Ohio. I mean, like I say, I can't even open up my IG without even seeing Auntie House or without even seeing us Ohio boys. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to keep pushing this movement, man. It's Ohio forever, man. And I swear, man, this shit is embedded in me for real. Like, it's Ohio to the blood for real with me. And so, like, everything that I do, just know that I'm strategically thinking about how to put my people in position to generate income too. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. So,
So, to bounce off of that, what would you tell somebody up under you, a younger artist that's looking up to you, that's like, Banks, I like what you're doing, that, I want to get into this? A young kid, what motivation would you give them right now?
man, I would say, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. Like, the proper thing to say would get on here. I mean, the proper thing to say will probably be me getting on here saying stay in school and this and that. But being perfectly frank with y'all, man, they don't teach us how to do the shit that we do out here, man. It's really about your mind state, man, and it's about who you surround yourself with. Cause I mean, you could look out here into the world today, man. There's people out here, man, they worth billions, man. They ain't finished high school, let alone get past middle school. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta think about things. You gotta think out of the box sometime, man. You gotta learn how to pick and choose your information, what's good and what's not good, and you gotta stick to your boundaries, man. You gotta stick to what your people taught you. I mean, like growing up, I was always big on respect, man. My people told me, look somebody in the eyes when you talk to them. Stand up tall. Don't look down. Keep moving. Somebody tell you you ain't doing well, man, show them differently. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how we was always taught, man. I just feel like a lot of people in Ohio, we selfish, man. We selfish people. I ain't gonna cap because I'm selfish too when it comes to a lot of things. But man, I feel like just coming from where we come from, man, we gotta learn how to open up, man, work together, man. If I promise y'all, Ohio, if we work together and do everything in a strategic way, man, ain't no way we gonna go up, man. We gonna go up. Everybody in the city. How can we lose if we all work together? On God,
Nah, for
on
real.
King David,
What do you
folks.
say on King David?
On King David.
Nah, for sure, man. I
Shout
definitely
out Famous
appreciate you.
Rich.
I definitely appreciate you for coming through, man.
Yeah.
Let everybody know where they can find you at. Add you on your social media handles and tap in with you.
Yeah, man. Tap on to that. I got my IG at underscore CSH Banks. And then it's every other platform, man. CSH Banks. Just search it up, man. It's gonna pop up in your browser. Uh 20 songs right now, man, available on all streaming platforms. No matter where you search it, it's finna pop up. Man, just rock with your boy, man. Show your support, man. It's Ohio to the death, man. And I'm finna keep putting my foot on the neck. Man, I got my peoples with me, man. We just gonna keep rocking out, man. We ain't got nothing else to do but keep rocking out for y'all.
And shout out who you got in the building with you too.
Man, I got my cousin, man. That's my blood cousin, Donnie Don Blue. You hear me? That's my cuz, man. He always behind me, man, no matter what. You hear me? Wrong, man, good. None of that, bruh. Blue stepping, blue behind me. You hear me? You feel always.
I'm your no man.
Man, he's the no man. You heard that? He's the no man. He gonna tell me how it is, and he ain't finna sugarcoat nothing, man. And I've always been taught, man, if you got somebody around you that ain't gonna tell you the right way, then they don't care about you, man. They finna let you crash out. If they gonna let you crash out, they don't care about you. So I take that stuff as a lesson, and I just look at certain people who I got around me. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to surround myself with family. You know, like always, man.
Man, and on that note, man, it's another one. Full Blown Trapping TV with Mr. 365. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment on the video. Tap into my nigga Banks, man. Go get the music on all platforms, man. And it's another one, man. We out.